Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At their own 19-yard line.
Ready? 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. I'm coming for you, Mom!
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Dobbins, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They will run with Grant and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60, orange. You get me.
2nd and 11. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following two. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start Q2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And a big 32-yard play on third. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Tight end right, tight end right. Even. 4 down, even. Watch twist.
Move, fellas, let's go. Rock.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10. On first down, it's Grant. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Come on, QB, come on. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Oh, yes.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Corey Grant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's 3rd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On first down, Grant. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Open space inside the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is Grant looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Mike 51. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.